know what you're thinking, Jose, cut it out with these obvious videos. And I get it, it sounds like a no-brainer, but I won't stop, because even with these basic, almost no-brainer routines that everybody does on a daily basis, so many guys are still committing errors that are ruining their hair, ruining their hairstyle, and overall ruining their appearance. And my goal in life is to make sure you look like a stud. Today I'm going to be showing you how to properly wash your hair. If that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Number one, make sure the water temperature is just right. Now, and remove all the dirt and residue from your hair. The only thing you want to avoid here is avoid the scorching hot boiling water. This is going to overly strip your hair to the point that it's just going to dry it out, and by the time that you do this repeatedly, it's going to leave your hair super crunchy. Number two, you're going to want to grab your shampoo and start applying it. Now, here you don't want to go overboard. You want to go about 2/4 size amounts in the palm of your hand. This is enough for about medium-sized hair for men. Essentially, you're looking for enough lather and coverage without going overboard, because here is where men tend to really make mistakes. When you go add too much product and go overboard and you really start scratching your scalp and really digging in there, you're going to overly dry your scalp, which is going to encourage it to overproduce its oil, which is going to leave you with greasy hair that nobody wants. So gently start from your scalp and allow the shampoo to really start cleansing your hair. Then you can just allow the shampoo to run down your hair and you don't have to cover the strand completely. Really just focus on the scalp, because that's where most of the concentration of the residue and oil is at. Now, as a man, the best thing you can do is to invest in a nourishing shampoo like this one from onto the middle and end of your hair strand. This is because the hair that's closest to your scalp, that's the newest hair, and it's properly moisturized because it's the one closest to the oil gland. The hair on the middle to the end is a little bit older and needs a little bit more love. So gently apply the conditioner like a cream and not like a shampoo, which means you're not going to be scrubbing to lather it up, and instead you're going to be applying to make sure it's coating the hair strand. Then you're going to want to leave it on for as long as possible. Personally, what I like to do is then I move on to the rest of my body and then come back to my hair and rinse out the conditioner. Ideally, you want to leave it for any...
So what I don't want you to do is just grab a towel and start shaking it and giving it hell like your mother did to you when you were like 3 years old. You're a grown-ass man. The problem with this is that when your hair is wet, when it is brittle, it is more prone to damage and breaking. Instead, what I want you to do after the shower is take your towel, pat, right here. Yeah, you're patting. You're not shaking. Pat and move, pat and move, pat and move, pat. Exactly, you get the idea. Instead of just like going crazy, right? Because the patting is more gentle. It's letting your hair know, yo, I respect you, I love you, and I'm not gonna give it the business like I've been doing for years.
Simple techniques to massage your scalp with your hands. Doing manual massage is quite hard work and your arms do get tired, but the results can be fantastic. In the simplest massage, take both hands and place them on either side of your scalp. You want to grip the scalp hard and then move your hands around in a circular motion. Move back and forward, then round and round. You want to create different creases throughout the scalp, so you can move one hand while keeping the other fixed, and then move the other, and then vice versa again. The aim is to move and loosen the entire scalp. Using a similar technique, you can also place either hand in the front and back of the head. Make sure to grip the scalp firmly to avoid friction against the hair. After about a couple of minutes, you can move on to the next massage, the so-called squeeze. In the one-handed squeeze, you can squeeze the skin together without creating friction on the skin. Just like a pinch. Pinch and hold for a couple of seconds along the entire head. Keep your opposing fingers 1 or 2 inches apart. If your scalp is tight, this might be hard in the beginning, but with time it will get easier. You want to do this all over your scalp, not only in the affected areas. You can do this massage for around 1 to 2 minutes. A variation of this is the two-handed squeeze. Take both hands and then you squeeze the scalp together, forming a crease in the skin. Keep the fingertips of the two hands 2 or 3 inches apart. Again, do this all over the head, even in parts not affected by hair loss. In the scalp shake, you grasp the scalp with both hands and shake back and forth. You can do this vigorously, feeling the scalp move around all over the cranium. This will help loosen up the entire scalp and increase blood flow. Your arms will probably tire pretty quickly, but raise your eyebrows and then release. Keep raising and releasing. The scalp comes forward and over time you'll find it getting increasingly loose, and the muscles become more powerful. In a variation of this exercise, you raise the eyebrows, hold them for 3 seconds, So raise the eyebrows, hold them at the top for 3 seconds and then release, and you repeat this again and again. You can also exercise by lowering the eyebrows. So you simply frown, release, frown, release. Another exercise involves you frowning, holding for 3 seconds, and then releasing. So those are the 4 hands-free exercises, and you want to be cycling through all 4 in succession. So raising advanced massages, you basically put everything together. So you combine the massages with the exercise. You grip the scalp, moving it back and forwards, whilst at the same time doing the eyebrow raises or the frowns. And you can also incorporate the raise and hold as well as the frown and hold. Simply try gripping the scalp in different positions as well as shaking it, whilst at the same time always doing the eyebrow exercises. And you can do this for around 1 to 2 minutes. In another variation, you combine the various massages and exercises whilst also inverting the head. This is done to help increase blood flow to the scalp even further. Now, you can expect very similar results. One user of a Grow Band posted this picture online and said, "After 4 months, hair loss ceased, along with a slight increase in density along the hairline. After month 8, the lower and upper temple showed substantial new hair growth and the hairline density continued to improve, along with the overall